The topic I had to do for this project was water demand. My questions were, what is water demand? How will water demand change in the future? Why do people demand water? What are the effects of water demand on the environment? Where does the water come from? What's the worldwide water demand? What's Hawaii's water demand? What's an average household's water demand? How do we decrease our water demand, and what are the benefits of lessened water demand? What is water demand? Water demand is the amount of water required to fill out a certain purpose, like water for growing agriculture or water for drinking. Why do people demand water? People demand water mainly for agricultural use, industry use, personal use, and recreational use. Some of the reasons you would need water for personal use would be for like toilets or clean drinking water, showers, that sort of thing. Some reasons you need water for agriculture would be like irrigation, or after you obtain your agricultural items, you might need to wash it. And then some of the reasons you would need water for industries would be to like cool the products, or you could use it as hydroelectric power. And then some of the reasons you would need water for recreational use would be if the thing you were doing was like skiing, or if you had a golf course, you would need to water it with water. Where does the water come from? The water that we need to use for water demand comes from these places. It comes from surface water, which is like lakes, rivers, wetlands, ponds. It comes from groundwater, which is basically aquifers, or we can get it by desalinating the ocean water, which is taking the salt out, or we could get it by melting frozen water, though the fourth method of melting frozen water isn't very widely used, I guess. And how will water demand change in the future? Water demand will definitely increase a lot in the future due to a multitude of reasons. It may potentially change our lifestyles, though it is not to say for sure, because these are all predictions. Here are some things that could cause changes in water demand in the future. If the population increases, more people would need more water needed to sustain the people. And then if the industries expand, they will need larger supplies of water to support themselves. And faster civilization, like growing cities and stuff, need more water to supply to their citizens. And then if the water gets polluted and it's unusable, we'll have to look for other water sources, because we can't drink or use polluted water. And if we deplete all the aquifers, then we can no longer take water from them, which means we have to look to other places, which could put a lot of people at risk for not having enough water. And if the climate changes, that means like the ice caps could melt or something, since temperature is linked to water cycle, and it could cause more like evaporation, which could result in more rain or more floods. What's the worldwide water demand? Worldwide statistics: 70% of the water goes to agriculture, 20% to the industry, and 10% for domestic use. The worldwide water demand is increasing by 64 billion cubic meters a year. Possible reason for water demand increases: population increasing, 80 million per year, changes in lifestyles, and water needed to create biofuels. Biofuels are basically like an alternative to gasoline and stuff. It's basically like corn or other agricultural things that are used instead of gasoline, and they need a lot of water to grow all the corn. And then currently there has been about 1,007,036,146 billions of liters of water consumed this year. What's Hawaii's water demand? Oahu's average household uses about 156,000 gallons in 1 year. Oahu's water consumption has actually decreased by about 7% over the years, though the homes and industrial things connected to the water supply have increased by 10%. And this may be due to the fact that only 3% of Hawaii's fresh water goes to agriculture. Or it may be due to the fact that the city mandated low-flow toilets in the 1990s. Also, 9 golf courses and a power plant are now users of recycled water, which is also good. Or it may be due to the fact that people want to save money, since water prices have increased by 58% over the years. And Oahu's top water users are the Marine Corps Base, Chevron, the Hawaii Department of Transportation, Hilton Hawaiian Village, Hawaii Cement, and the other Hawaii Department of Transportation, and then the Hawaii Golf Course. And the second picture shows how the water we use every day has decreased over the years. What's the household water demand? The average family of 4 can use about 400 gallons of water per day. 70% of that is used indoors, and the bathroom uses most of the water. Toilets can use about 27% of a household's water. It's the most, basically. Showering and your washing machine comes in second. There's a nice little graph to the side to see how much water an average household uses, or not how much it uses, but what it uses it on. It's mostly toilets and leaks and clothes washing and shower. Yep. Water demand's effect on the environment. Building dams to cater to water demands has an effect on the environment because it destroys the environment and messes around with the ecosystem. More water demand can cause depletion in underground water aquifers, which can lead to unstable ground and can result in sinkholes and stuff, which is not good. Depletion of water in surface areas such as ponds or marshes to cater to water demand can destroy or degrade the marsh or pond itself, the native life that's in the marsh or pond, and can have many other consequences. It can increase the salinity rate of streams and rivers and other such bodies of water, since you're taking out all the fresh water, which can result in ecosystem changes. You see this with like the manatees and stuff in Everglades. And then water demand for hygienic reasons like toilets. When you give your toilet water back into the streams and stuff, it can result in pollution, and that makes the water undrinkable and can tamper with the stream and river life. How to reduce water demand. The best way to reduce water demand is to use less in your own home. It helps the environment and can reduce your monthly water bill. You can do things like the following. You can take shorter showers, which can save you up to 150 gallons per month. You can turn off the tap while brushing your teeth. You could run your clothes washer and dishwasher only when they're full. And you can check often for leaks in things like your toilet, because leaks can actually use a lot of your water and they're not really helping you at all. Instead of using the garbage disposal, you can compost your waste. And there are many other ways, but those are just a few. So thank you for listening.